Happy Friday, my R.Kelly fans and supporters. How are you on this day that we are blessed to see that we have never seen before? I'm trying not to be with you too long today, but I just wanted to just come and just give my take on the Bill Cosby response because sometimes I respond on people's blogs or whatever, and I never really get any much feedback. But anyway, so I have my own channel to say what I have to say, and those who are watching will hear it from me. I just felt that that was so nice of Bill to come out and say he's not silent from what's going on out here, and to also make himself know that, hey, they put me in jail, but that doesn't silence me. And also to speak on how Snoop responded to Gayle King interview with Lisa Leslie. And he made his response saying they didn't silence him even though they put him up in the penthouse. So he's still relevant, and he does have a lot to do with what we fighting for as of today, of being the grandfather of comedy, and a lot of other things that Bill Cosby has contributed throughout his tenure of his years in Hollywood, and the things that he contributed to the African American community and to the Black community, and also how he has also supported some of the history of Black colleges and university. He's been a big support with all of that, and I know that as a fact. Love me some Bill Cosby. Just was watching Night Uptown Saturday Night the other day with him and Sidney Poore, and also Let's Do It Again. I just love those movies he went in. He was just so funny. And every time I watch it, I get something out of it each time. I'm cracking up laughing. It just, Bill Cosby, he was an amazing man in his days. He was amazing, and he's done a lot for this community. Yes, he has. Even though sometimes he had to snap at us because he saw some things that was breaking his heart for the things that he put his life out there to do for us, for many of us, to set some of the to break down some of the barriers or whatever. And I just love me some Bill Cosby. I do. Old school. And my dad used to have some of his albums when he used to do comedy and everything else. He was a funny guy. I didn't hear too much vulgar language come out of his mouth in those albums. When I was a kid, I used to sneak and listen to him and Richard Pryor. God may he rest in peace. I used to sneak and listen to them, back in the day, sneak in my mom's living room and go and get those albums. And we had our little record player or whatever in our room, so we used to go sneak and sometimes listen to it or whatever like that. Yes, that's what we used to do, me and my siblings. Yes. But anyway, moving on to what I'm saying about Bill Cosby and his response to Gayle King about what she said and the things that she does in being in the face of CBS or whatever, representing us. And I say like this, some things don't need to be addressed. Some things don't need to be talked about, especially during a time of people going through their bereavement or grieving the loss of somebody that they all truly loved. And this came to a shock to everybody of what happened to Kobe Bryant. We never expect death on anyone, especially the ones that we admire and we love and everything, because death comes like a thief in the night. That's why I tell people, when you got beef with people and you angry with them about something, or you dislike something about them, sometimes it's better if you go to that person and confront them with that, and then after that, leave it alone and about it. Don't hold on to things, don't hold grudges, don't stay angry with a person, because you never know. Death comes like a thief in the night. And I say this especially to people that have loved ones, like family members or whatever that you care about. Because I know I had a lot of, family members that done some really hurtful things to me. But I made my peace with them. I confronted it, and I faced those demons, settled it, and I moved on. We don't have to call each other every day. We don't have to talk to each other ever again. But as long as I know I dealt with that at that time that I had to deal with it, it's done. Leave it alone. But back to what I'm really trying to say is that R. Kelly. I would love to hear a response from R. Kelly. Like Bill Cosby said, they put me in jail, but they did not silence me. So I feel R. Kelly could have a response himself. I would love to hear it from him, even if he has to put it in a song to sing about how he feel about what Gayle King has done to him personally. He can say it. God won't be angry with you for allowing your enemy to confront your enemies. To sometimes tell them how you feel, and you can say it whichever way how you feel in your heart. Speak from what's in your heart, and settle that. And I hope they don't hold it against you, because sometimes people need to know how you feel, and especially when they did something to really humiliate you or discredit you. Now it's her turn to know how she made you feel, R. Kelly, when you sat in that interview with her and you was like feeling comfortable enough to open up and share some things in that interview to the public with her. You came to her hoping that she would understand and listen to you. You opened your home to her, and everything. And this is what she did: is she went in front of the public and disgraced you, and then had the nerve to say even more evils against you, and running with these people that speaking these false accusations against you. Me, truly in my heart, don't believe that R. Kelly is the person that they put him out to be. And I'm pretty sure he's not perfect. Just like any of us are not perfect. We all got flaws. We all made mistakes. We all done things that we ain't too proud today to walk in, and ashamed of our past or whatever. But God put us through certain things sometimes just so that we can be a blessing to others. So I never had, you know, have anything negative to say against anyone, really. But as I'm looking at how Gayle King confronted it, she could have done something. And I mean, just like with this Kobe Bryant thing, not everything you need, just because it's your request from your job, you interview somebody, that question has to come up about somebody's controversial past. Nobody wants to, sometimes even some people don't even want to remember some of the things they done in their past. I know there's some things I done that I don't even want to remember. And it's not for everybody to hear it anyway. Everybody don't need to know some of your pain from your past or your demons from your past. So everybody don't need to hear it, really. Some people take it and they run with it and they run with it and they run with it, so I just wanted to say that right now is a great time for them to try to get a response from R. Kelly, or R. Kelly could get a response, or maybe one of his attorneys could speak on his behalf and out of his own words or whatever, like what he want to say about all of this, because sometimes it's your time. It's your time to say something to address some of the things that have been put against you, or people that have put you in a position that have harmed you in a way, your spirit in a way. And that in the spiritual attack, like God said, you could touch the body, but you can't take my soul. You can't take my spirit. Even Job had to be tempted by some folks. Even some friends, in the end, they turned against Job. He lost his children. He lost all his wealth. Even his own unfaithful or whatever wicked wife even left him when he started going through, when he lost, through all the loss that he had. Even his wife, who was supposed to be faithful, walked away from him. Friends walked away from Job. Job got sick, and his body full with sores and everything else like that. And people didn't want to be near Job. And Job was a very wealthy man. He know God, but he didn't have a personal relationship with God. You understand what I'm saying? Like, personal things didn't happen to him before for him to really, really know God, to really know God. That was the story of Job. And he remained faithful to the Lord and everything. And he went through whatever he had to go through, but in the end, he gained back everything. He gained back everything. And he was tempted by the devil. Of course, he was tempted. But like God said, you can't have his soul. Just like you, R. Kelly, they can't have your soul. Okay, but anyway, they could take all your wealth. They could lie about you. Friends turned against you. Even that wife of yours, ex-wife, anyway, not wife, but ex-wife, even your children, like Job, his children, he lost his children in the fire. But you kind of like in the fire too, losing yours, because all this ugly, nasty scandal and gossip they put up against you even got to some of your children, got even turned your children against you. So even though, I don't know what's going on behind the scene right now. Maybe they have made some kind of connection and communication, or maybe not. I don't know. But I pray that, fathers will reconcile with their children. Whew. Anyway, I got to get out of here. It's Friday. Got to get this day going. And I just wanted to just come real quickly with this video that I wanted to release, that I like the response from Bill Cosby. And I would love to hear a response from R.Kelly, even if it's in a song. Yes. You can do it, R.Kelly. I just had to put that part in from the movie Trapped in the Closet when they were singing in the church. You can do it, Pimp Lucius. But anyway, gotta go. Love you. Peace.